Good morning, viewers. Today, in the lesson first of all of history, so far we have completed Mauryan period. Mauryan period was from 321 BC to 185 BC, when last ruler Brihadratha was killed by Pushyamitra Shunga, and he founded Shunga dynasty. After the end of this very glorified Mauryan Empire, now it was the period of post, that is what happened after that post-Mauryan period. The importance of Mauryan period can also be known because we know in history, if it is Mauryan Empire, we have also divided the history itself here, that is called as post-Mauryan Empire, post-Mauryan period, and this one is called as pre-Mauryan period. So the importance of Mauryan Empire can here also be very much noted. Now it is post-Mauryan, what happened after the end of Mauryan Empire. We will study many things like the influx of foreigners, that is who attacked India from foreign side, and what was their influence on India, Number two, we have to see that who were Satavahanas and their administration. Satavahanas and their unique type of administration. They had some sort of peculiarity in their administration, and we will see what history says to us. Number third is Sangam literature. And the society that prevailed in South India at that time. Number most important would be Indo-Roman trade. It seems from here that India had a great relation with Romans, and let's have a brief look in today's short video. Mauryans were succeeded by many rulers. Mauryans, so far, Mauryans, as we know, they are Chandragupta Maurya. Then comes Bindusara. Then comes Ashoka the Great, many more, and finally we see Brihadratha. who was killed by Pushyamitra Shunga in 185 BC. These Mauryans were succeeded by many ruling dynasties from Central Asia in northwest India. If it is India, if it is we will not make it clear. Hope you will understand it well. Let us say if it is map of India, it was that Mauryans, after the end of Mauryans who usually lived in this area, were succeeded by many ruling dynasties from Central Asia. That is now the dynasties, new dynasties came from these areas, Central Asia, and lived and settled in northwest India. Let's see if it is north, this one is west, and it is northwest. It was this area where they began to settle at initial stage, and by native rulers also, that is native rulers, Indian rulers of Indian mainland itself also began to rule after the end or after the decline of Mauryas, and these were Shungas, number 2 Kanvas, number 3 Satavahanas. The names of these dynasties are so much different and seems to be very strange for those who are not interested in history, but those who have chosen as history as their optional, they have to learn the names of these dynasties. So I hope you will be very passionate with this and also patient with the names so that you may after some time be very much adept with the names of these dynasties. These lived in eastern, central and Deccan. Here we see in eastern areas, in central and in Deccan areas. If it is a map of India, we say that is these, we had said these rulers of Shungas, Kanvas, and the last one Satavahanas. Besides it, what were the foreign states? The foreign attackers, if we say, had come to settle here. What were those? Let us see who were the foreign states that settled in India after the decline of Mauryan Empire. First one was the Indo-Greeks. The Indo-Greeks. These were the people from Greece and had lived in India. So were called as Indo-Greeks. A series of invasions began in about 200 BC. 200 BC we know is the period from 100 to 199. The weak Mauryan king failed to restrict them. There is a weak Mauryan ruler who could not fight with these Indo-Greeks. And what happened? as we know what would be the result. The first to invade India were the Indo-Greeks, who ruled Bactria, lying south of the Oxus River in the area covered by North Afghanistan. Let us see if it is India. We are mm, drawing this present location. If it is JK, this spot is Afghanistan, and here, if it is North Afghanistan, there is a river there which is Oxus, called what it was called as Oxus River, and it was in this that these Indo-Greeks settled there in Bactria area. They occupied a large portion of northwestern India, as already said, that they began to extend their empire and settled in the northwestern area of India and moved up to Ayodhya and Patliputra. Here we know Ayodhya is here, UP, and Patliputra, that is the capital of modern Bihar, Patna. It was this reach they began to extend their coverage. The most famous Indo-Greek ruler was Menander. This is to be kept in mind that most important ruler of the Indo-Greeks was Menander. Menander, who had ruled India from 165 to 165 to 145 BC. Most important question to be asked later. This Menander was also called as Milinda. Milinda. He had his capital at Sakala, modern Sialkot in Punjab. Punjab then at that time was, if it is Indian boundary with Pakistan, it is this one is Indian Punjab and this is Western Punjab or the Punjab area of Pakistan. Both together at that time was whole Punjab, and it was in the place called as Sialkot. At that time it was called as Sakala. That was the capital of these Indo-Greeks. This one can be also asked what was the capital of Indo-Greeks in India during their ruling time. He was converted to Buddhism by Nagasena. That is, this Milinda or Menander was converted to by Nagasena, converted Menander or Milinda to Buddhism. Menander and Nagasena's conversation were recorded in the famous book Milindapanho. Milindapanho is a famous book. The conversation of Nagasena and Menander in famous book of Milindapanho, which means are the questions of Menander on the philosophy of Buddhism. One most important thing was that these Indo-Greeks were the first rulers in India to issue gold coins. Indo-Greeks issued gold coins first. gold coins. We are not here said at this time the purity or something else, because this aspect of purity would be asked in the future time. But here we see only first time gold coins were issued by which of the following dynasties? It is Indo-Greeks at this time. Foreigners who issued first gold coins in India were Indo-Greeks. Thank you.